there's sources close to the club that said, listen, no one's going to shed a tear when he leaves, mate, because all the players are getting behind the manager. All the players are on the same page. You can see the team spirit is great, and he's just a disruption.
Yeah, it's one of those. If I was a player now, I'd be looking and thinking at Man United. I'd be looking and thinking, all right, this is Ronaldo, but this isn't the Ronaldo we've known for years. Yeah, he got some goals last year. No one's knocking that. But I'd be looking forward to what's happening with a manager. I'd be looking at, right, we just brought in Anthony. We just brought in Casemiro, Ericsson, Martinez. Right, okay, I'd be looking forward to the next window. Right, who's the next 3 or 4 we're going to bring in? I just think at the moment he's made himself look silly, because if I'm sitting here as a non-Man United fan praising the work Ten Hag has done at Man United after the first 4 or 5 months he's been there, then others can see it as well. So it can only be the people that are following him like a blind sheep. Yeah, the people that want to have that Messi Ronaldo debate. It can only be those people that will stick up for him, because in any other walk of life, you don't get away with this. You're sacked. Imagine I did this to my boss tonight.
100%.
Do you know what I mean? If I gave an interview and it went out on LinkedIn tonight about my boss and I don't respect him, I would fully expect to be sacked there and then.
100%. You know what I mean? And look at this quote. There's a huge respect in the United dressing room for what he's achieved in the game, but behavior in recent weeks, particularly said to have disappointed a number of players. But these men are fed up of him. Like, get him out of there.
Can I address somebody in your chat who said a few things about Harry Kane?
Absolutely.
The guy called Wutu Wuntate. So the first comment he put on was saying, "Oh, didn't Harry Kane do an interview trying to force his way out of Spurs?" And the second comment he said is Harry Kane got away with it. I think the difference is Harry Kane didn't have an interview to try and force his way out. Harry Kane had an interview where he was asked, which player would you most like to play with in the Premier League? And he said Kevin De Bruyne. That sparked huge, oh my God, he wants to leave to go to Man City, which we kind of knew he wanted to go Man City anyway. But he's not once in that conversation said, Spurs are all full, the owners are bad.
Yeah, he never shit on the club. He never shit on his boss. He never shit on the club. He didn't do none of these things. All he done was express that he was open, to playing at Man City. But the guy did not shit on Tottenham Football Club. Like, what he done was nowhere near what Ronaldo's done. Ronaldo shit on a club legend in Wayne Rooney. He shit on the manager. He shit on previous managers. He shit on the club's owners. He shit on the club's facilities. Bro, he shit on everything about the football club. Like, you can't compare that to Harry Kane having a conversation.
Yeah, and I think, look, I'm seeing people in your chat now saying things like he didn't turn up to training. These are false. This is false. He was given permission to not go into training. I think what people need to remember, Arteta goes saying he refused to train. He didn't. You've got to remember that last year, when this happened, Harry Kane had just got to the finals of the Euros with Spurs. And then Spurs were reporting for training the week after. And Harry Kane asked for more time off because he played something like 60 games the year before for Tottenham. He played 7 games in a row for England and he wanted a holiday. He was given time off. That bit wasn't reported by the media. It was just Harry Kane hasn't turned up. Listen, Harry Kane probably could have done things a lot better. That's probably his brother, but he has not once come out and shit on Spurs. And let's be really honest. If Harry Kane wanted to shit on Spurs, he'd have a lot more reason to than Ronaldo would for Man United.
100%.
So no, Harry Kane's not gone and done an interview with Piers Morgan telling the world he doesn't respect his boss and he doesn't know who Ralph Rangnick is. That's not Kane's persona. So, but look, it's not about Kane versus Ronaldo or Messi versus Ronaldo. Can you think of anyone else that's done this, Rants? Who else?
No one, bro. Listen, Barcelona literally forced Lionel Messi out the club, because they couldn't afford to keep him, and he ain't done that to them. Do you know what I'm saying? And Messi was crying, bro. Like, he had to move his whole family, out of a club that he didn't want to leave. And all these other things, bro. Like, he had plenty of reason, He had plenty of reason to kind of say, yo, fuck Barcelona. They fucked everything up. They fucked me over. They've done X, Y, Z. They owe him money still. They still owe him money. They owe PK money. They owe Busquets money. I think Barcelona owe a lot of players a lot of money, bro. Like, to the tune of hundreds of millions that they owe players, and none of them ain't come out talking that shit. Do you know what I'm saying? So what Ronaldo's done and what Ronaldo's doing cannot be forgiven, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? You cannot be forgiven. I'm sorry.
Do you know what, right? It's not even as though he's done it in a period where he's playing every week and he's scoring goals for fun and the rest of the team aren't pulling their socks up. Like, I wouldn't condone it, but I could almost understand it if he'd done this interview a year ago, right? But he's doing it when the club's on an upward trajectory. And right now, if you're Ten Hag, you've had a really difficult start where you've lost those first 4 games or 3 games you lost in a row at the beginning.
Ten Hag, we lost a couple in a row. I think Brighton and Brentford we lost.
So you lost the games at the beginning of the season, right?
Yeah.
Everyone was like, oh my God, he's out of his depth, blah, blah, blah. He's had to deal with that. He's had to deal with questions about Ronaldo all season. Every time this guy has a press conference, it's not about the win. It's not about the lineup. It's always about, why is Ronaldo not playing? Where is Ronaldo? And I think he's handled it brilliantly. And Ronaldo's just gone and thrown him under the bus. And the more immature people out there will jump on that and go, yeah, who's Ten Hag? Can't do that. Can't do that. It's wrong. It's just absolutely wrong.
It's nonsensical. And the thing is, Man United have been playing well. Like, bruv, 1 loss in 12, you know. And you know, I'm saying that we're genuinely doing well. Like, the fact is, yeah, we lost to Aston Villa, which was a shock to a lot of teams. And had we not, we would have been joint on points with Tottenham with a game in hand. Yeah. That's what we're doing right now. And that's coming from losing our first 2 games. So to think, yeah, we're in this situation right now where people are actually trying to justify what Ronaldo said is nonsensical. A man said, what do you say to those people apart from Ten Hag comments? Everything Ronaldo said is true. Bro, these people lack, yeah, basic understanding of life, innit? Like, you cannot take what Ronaldo has said, yeah, without context. You can't decontextualize everything Ronaldo said, because what he said is not more important, yeah, than why he said it and when he said it. It's not. Do you know what I'm saying? You cannot decontextualize a whole conversation or whatever he's saying. You can't say, oh yeah, everything he said was true. So what? Do you know what I'm saying? But why are you saying it now? Do you know what I'm saying? You're not saying it for the betterment of the football club. You're not saying it because you love the football club and you want it to get better. You're saying it because the club is moving away from you and you're in denial, bruv. Everything Ronaldo said, we already knew and did not need to be said again. We already knew that Manchester United owners had not invested enough in the infrastructure of the club. We knew that. Everyone knew that Manchester United had a leaking roof. Everyone knew, yeah, that the facilities at the women's training facilities weren't good enough. And the manager actually left last season because she said that the facilities weren't good enough, the toilets and all of that, like the infrastructure of the club wasn't being invested in. We know all these things. When Murto came in, them man said that they were going to invest in the infrastructure of the club, and to my knowledge, things have been done and they are being done. We have a new manager that's come in. All of his signings he's brought in have been our best players this season, like unequivocally. You can't argue it. Do you know what I mean? When you look at Eriksen, when you look at Casemiro, when you look at Malacia, when you look at Anthony, yeah, the players that he's brought in have made an immediate impact at the club. We haven't got a dud signing this season. So when you look at all the things that have been done by this club and put into place by and Martinez as well, when you look at all the things that are being put into place by this manager and the owners and the club, Ronaldo cannot be justified in saying absolutely anything he said. The timing, people are forgetting. He's saying that the manager disrespected him, even though the manager gave him the armband only a few weeks after he walked out on the team, yeah, after our most impressive performance of the season against Spurs, and he left the stadium before the final whistle and didn't even stay to congratulate his teammates. This is the same Ronaldo that when he scored 700 goals, Manchester United printed a shirt with him, got all the players to take a picture with him and congratulated him all over social media. He didn't score all 700 of his fucking goals at Old Trafford. They didn't need to do that for him. Do you know what I'm saying? So the squad, the team, the club, the manager, the players have treated Ronaldo way better than he's treated any of them. They owe him nothing. Do you know what I'm saying? So the way I see it is, yeah, Ronaldo can fuck right off, and Like, he's not owed a single thing, and nothing he said about the manager or about the club is justified, bruv. Nothing at all.
The thing is, right, you got two things here. You're 100% right. Let's just assume, hypothetically, he was right about what he's saying. I'm not saying he is. I know he's not. Let's say he was right. Who is he to bring it up mid-season in an interview that he has asked for himself with someone like Piers Morgan? Who is he to do that? Second of all, if you're going to bring this up, why do it when the club is going that way, not that way? He's had long enough at Man United since his return to do that, but he's waited for things to start looking up. So all he's doing here is absolutely, he's harming all the harmony within the United squad, all the good work that Ten Hag's doing, the ethos that he's bringing, the planning, the recruitment, getting everybody singing on the same page, the fans, the players. He's got Rashford playing well again. Yeah, he dropped Maguire that everyone wanted.
Right? Yeah, Maguire's fourth choice centre back at our club now. That's what we all wanted.
Exactly. He's dropped the McFred partnership and given you a quality partnership, Casemiro and Eriksen. And yet Ronaldo can't just be happy for that's moving in the right direction. He can't realise, I'm nearly 38, my time's gone. Come out and say respectfully, I love the club, but I would like to leave. Yeah. And then everyone goes, cool. United try and find him a new club. He leaves. Everyone's happy. But no, he's made it about himself.